Popular Yoruba actor Murphy Afolabi is currently being dragged by a Nigerian lady named Bola for forcefully penetrating, basically raping her and ignoring their daughter of 5 years. Yes, you heard everything I just said right. So, Bola has come online to say that 5 years ago, she met with Murphy Afolabi. You know him now, the CCC actor, popular for the Oyo intonation in his, vocabulary. This man, according to Bola, raped her. She fell pregnant and she has a child who happened to be a sickle cell warrior. So the child is currently having a very serious crisis, and she said that every attempt to reach Murphy Afolabi has proved abortive, and that he has even resorted to sending an Islamic cleric, his alpha, apparently to her to threaten her with death. She said that a day he sent her 10k and blocked her on every other social media platform and blocked every means for her to reach him. The next day, Murphy Afolabi's alpha apparently called her. She said an alpha called her and started reciting incantations. She said she even fell from her bike because of how terrified she was, and she's not been able to sleep well since that day. She's been having several nightmares since that alpha, called her and threatened her, and the man has repeatedly been calling her, telling her that if she tells anybody what is going on, she's actually going to die. So Bola now is saying, I am not afraid to die. Murphy Afolabi, I just want you to take care of your child. 48 years old Murphy Afolabi started acting as far back as 2001 and made a name for himself. This lady Bola is now saying she's an accountant. She's not after Murphy Afolabi's money. She said she was doing well for herself until she met Murphy Afolabi, this unfortunate person, according to her, and her life has not remained the same since. So now all that she's asking for is for Murphy Afolabi to take responsibility for his children. According to the timeline, and if you follow the story properly, the day that this lady said that Murphy Afolabi sent her 10k, the day after, Murphy Afolabi posted a picture of himself with his grown children, on his official Instagram page. And this lady is saying that was just Murphy Afolabi trying to spite her after blocking her from being able to access him. And now he's being called out. Nigerians are saying that death beat that. This period, actually, I want to call this season the Yoruba actor season. Earlier in the year, we had the Yoruba actress season where they were just called out left, right, center for their lifestyle and their, everything they've been doing in the industry. But it seems like this is the season for the guys in the industry. These people are not even making money, illegitimately or for whatever reason, or immorally, actually. They are being called out for being dead beat fathers. Case in point, that of Italy, the icon Ibrahim Yekini, who was called out recently, and it took him actually being called out by Nigerians, his page being bombarded with Nigerians calling him out to actually do the right thing for his children and the baby mamas. Apparently, we can understand that he had these children before he gained fame, but that is still no excuse to not taking care of them. But now Murphy Afolabi actually had this child with this woman while he was already famous. And a few months ago, actually, Murphy Afolabi was called out, although his name was not mentioned, but you could know that they were referring to Murphy Afolabi. And he sent this lady 20k afterwards, saying that this lady should please not try and drag him anywhere. And then afterwards, he sent her another 20k, saying that is all he had for the child's school fees, before he now sends the 10k that now resulted in him blocking this young woman and having his alpha message, according to this lady, saying that she needs to stop every communication with Murphy Afolabi or she's going to experience death. Now, while it may seem like this lady, because it may seem, Nigerians are actually now saying, well, you people are the ones looking for trouble. Like the case of Yomi Fabiyi. Remember Yoruba actor Yomi Fabiyi, who had a child with a certain upcoming actress Gracie a few months ago, and now the relationship has broken up and all that. And it was said that Gracie actually thought that having a child with Yomi Fabiyi was going to secure her place, because Yomi Fabiyi is a producer in the industry and apparently quite influential in the industry. So she was hoping that having a child with him was going to help her. But Nigeria started to say that was what this Bola lady too was looking for from Murphy Afolabi 5 years ago when she had sex with him, and had the child, apparently thinking she was a side chick, which is what made her come out to say, I didn't have sex with Murphy Afolabi voluntarily. It wasn't consensual penetration with us. This man forcefully had sex with me. I fell pregnant. I have a child for him who is a sickle cell warrior, and now he is not doing anything with this child and for this child, saying she fell victim of circumstance. I'm going to tell you everything this girl said. There is a chat trail, actually a chat thread of the conversation the blogger who has broken this news has had with this lady Bola. In fact, Bola actually is indeed not fearing anybody or anything again, because she's under Murphy Afolabi's page commenting and saying Murphy Afolabi should come and do the needful. Yes, she went under his page with her official Instagram account to say, please everyone, Murphy Afolabi and his alpha fellow ritualists have been threatening my life with death because I am asking him to take responsibility. My life has been a shadow of itself for 5 years. I have been silenced and bullied for 5 years. Please everyone help me. My child is currently having health complications. You blocked me off all means. How cruel are you? Serial rapist and ritualist. You are here as usual, living your fake life on the gram when your child is staying in the trenches, living in hunger, no clothes, no proper care. You have threatened my life for death for straight 5 years whenever I ask you to take responsibility over your child. I am done watching you, and at this point, I don't care if I die anymore. This is what Bola had to say on that Murphy Afolabi's official Instagram page, and this is the chat that she had. She said that after it was called out and he sent 20k, that I shouldn't talk to anybody. I will continue to take responsibility. Since then, he stopped picking calls, and I kept disturbing him for my child's school fees. He sent 20k, and said that's what he will give. I kept on calling him, and on Monday he sent 10k and blocked me on all means to reach him. Then on Tuesday, the next day, his alpha called me on phone and started reciting incantations. It was terrific that I fell from bike. I can send you pictures from the injuries I sustained. My phone broke and all. Since that day, I can't sleep. Keep saying strange things. This alpha kept calling me, threatening me to not to call Murphy or say anything to anyone. And this is she now rebooking and saying that what we think about her is not true. She's saying, contrary to people's opinion, it was rape issue from the start, and that she's not here trying to find clout or for whatever reason, and that lawyers have actually been involved in the situation since the very beginning, because in the beginning when the whole incident happened to her, that lawyers were involved, and Murphy Afolabi gave a lady, let me just tell you what she said in her own words. She said, contrary to people's opinion, it was rape issue from the start, and it was after I tricked me to his alpha place where they threatened me with all sort of things that we got my lawyer involved, and he sent a woman who he called a sister to beg that we settle out of court. A lawyer was involved from the start. It was after the naming that the woman told me to stop calling her because she was paid to do the job and she's done. Raising a sickle cell warrior is no joke, and I don't want to suffer in vain. Please help me. Right now she is in severe crisis, and also I am not after fame or whatsoever. My mom is an actor and producer of the legendary movie Ràpëd, produced in the early 90s, at the time when Murphy was obviously not in the game, and is not the first actor I would work with. I am just someone who fell victim of circumstances. Please help me change the impression people have on this case. I am not desperate. I am a graduate, an accountant, doing so well in my field before I came across this misfortune of a guy. Murphy is dangerous than how people say him. Please, for the sake of my child, help me out. Yes, this is Bola's own words, asking Nigerians to please come to her aid, help her call out Murphy Afolabi, that he should just come, and she does not even want nothing from him, according to her, just for him to take responsibility over his child, not even for her own personal gain, pay for her medications, pay for her school, pay for her education and her feeding. Basically, of course, that is all she's asking Murphy to do. So Murphy is yet to respond, and if you're going to follow the trend or what we've seen in situations like this, it may take a while for him to respond, because of course his PR team needs to talk about it, they need to deliberate, and they need to find the right things to say concerning the situation and how they can resolve it, now that it is a matter of the internet. I know how the internet never forgets. So how Murphy Afolabi's team treats this situation going further is going to be very, very important. So after saying that, if you want to get more updates, want to know what's going on concerning this case as the situation unfolds, please follow this channel, that is, subscribe to this channel channel, click on the subscription icon, subscribe, click on the bell icon once you subscribe. It will let you know when we have new videos for you to view, juicy updates like this particular one for you to view. I will see you in the next one, guys. But before I go, share this video with everyone around you and like it, give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy. So officially now, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.